Miss Boucher. Today I have a lineup of a blast from the past. Today, here comes the 26th president, the man who stood up for rights for everyone. I want to hear it for Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore, thank you so much for being here today. Can you tell our live audience a little bit about yourself?
Well, I was born in October 27, 1858 in Oyster Bay, New York. And I didn't go to school because of asthma and was homeschooled by my parents.
So you had to be homeschooled. Were you homeschooled with your siblings?
No.
No? So your siblings, who were they?
They were Anna, Courtney, and Elliot.
And they got to go to school.
Yeah.
So what happened after homeschooling?
Then I got to go to college at Harvard University College and met Alice and married on my birthday.
You actually married your wife on your birthday. That is an amazing fact. So I heard that you and Alice had a child.
Yes. We named our child Alice.
What happened after Alice was born?
Then my mother and my wife died on the same day. And I told Anna, my sister, to keep watch over Alice while I went to go recover out west.
What did you do out west?
Well, I created the Rough Riders and fought in Cuba with them. I also did the construction of the Panama Canal. And while I was a governor, I made sure everybody's rights were getting treated fairly.
Right, I heard you had set up some housing projects and things like that. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, when you're in New York, I noticed there was a bunch of people that were coming to New York, and there weren't enough houses or apartments or heat, water, and electricity. And so I told them to build more houses and have enough light and electricity and water.
So, Theodore, I have to ask you about your nickname. Could you tell us about your nickname, the Teddy Bear?
So I was on a hunting trip in Mississippi, and I refused to shoot an injured bear. And then later after, they named me after the teddy bear.
That is so cute. So, your presidency was one to be remembered, one of equals and fair share. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me about your presidency?
Well, I also won the Medal of Honor for fighting in Cuba, and I was the only president to win it.
Wow. Mr. Roosevelt, could you please tell me when you passed away?
I passed away on January 6, 1919 in Oyster Bay, New York.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience today? Okay, Teddy, thank you so much for joining us today. Everybody give him a warm round of applause. Thank you very much, Teddy. All right, folks, up next, I have the one, the only Queen of France who got her head chopped off. Let's hear a big round of applause for Marie Antoinette. Miss Antoinette, thank you so much for joining us today. Can you tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
I was born on November 2nd, 1755 at the Hofford in Vienna, Australia.
What was your childhood like?
I lived with the wet nurse, Constant Weber, and my mom, Maria Teresa, would come and visit me and give me gifts and encourage me to play with the normal kids.
So you lived with your wet nurse. Well, how many siblings did you have?
15?
And your 15 other siblings, did they live with your mother?
Yes. So I did not get to hang out with them a lot.
Oh, that must have been very difficult. So at a very young age, a lot of big things happened to you.
At the age of 11, I was forced to marry Prince Louis XVI.
So tell me about it. Did you get to have a nice poofy dress? Was it a great ceremony?
I had a ceremony in Australia, but it wasn't with Prince Louis. I got to meet him the year after and have another ceremony.
So you guys were married a year before you even met?
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. So what was it like when you became queen?
When I was 18 and Louis was 19, we became queen and king. And it was very challenging for me because I was still at a very young age. And he had gotten to know how to be a king, so it's easier for him. But I was raised as a little kid, so it was a lot harder.
So King Louis XVI had more training than you did. So what happened when you were in the same palace with him? What types of things did you do?
I would play with my ladies in waiting and dress up and have huge parties.
Were you involved in any of the politics?
Yeah.
No? What were some of the accomplishments that you had?
I didn't have that many big accomplishments besides being a Francis being the only one that got her head chopped off. But it was just really hard for me to be thrown into politics at a young age.
And there were a lot of things happening during that time in your country. What was going on?
Well, the French Revolution, when I became queen, there was a French Revolution a couple years later, and the French got very mad at me because they were starving, and they said that I used double France's money, and so I told them, because they didn't have enough money to buy bread, so I told them let them eat cake.
Ah, so you didn't really have a connection with the people and understanding with what was going on. So what happened after that "let them eat cake" phrase came out?
My husband, King Louis XVI, got executed, and I was brought to trial with my son and daughter, and my son was taken away from me, and me and my daughter went to prison.
So your husband's executed, your son is taken away, and you're left in poverty. What happened after that?
Then I was taken to trial again, and they took my daughter away from me, and I was executed on October 16th, 1793.
How were you executed?
I was executed in a guillotine.
What is that?
Guillotine is this thing where they have you put your head down on this wood, and there's this sharp tool that cuts down on the neck and chops your head off in a bucket.
Oh. So, Miss Antoinette, is there any words of advice you'd have for our audience today?
I just wanted everyone to try to be more careful in how you spend your life and try to think more of others.
Think more of others. That is some great advice, Miss Antoinette. Thank you so much. Audience, let's hear it for Miss Antoinette.